But if you look at the structure, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has benefited from tribalism and religious. Now, when it comes to tribalism, there are a kind of a party about what they believe in tribal issues. NPP number one. NPP. Ask yourself, why is the NPP always opting to go for a person who is coming from the northern part to be their running mate, whereby the flag bearer is coming from the southern part? The reality is, they have issues with the Kosasi people. For the first time in the history of the NPP, they go to elections, polling station, they got 0.
But Frank, is it because of say who sat the 4 years someone to about MPP and about me and no matter
yet say I know so what can I say? A chairman of a constituency in the northern part of Ghana was doing campaign, was telling the people to vote for the parliamentary candidate, but they should not vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
MPP chairman
Brian Carson Boni Biao. They are not being fair to the man. They are not being. Brian didn't attack the personality of Mahmoud Bawumia.
But he attacked the issue.
He attacked the issue. He didn't attack the personality. As some Brian can answer. 1, is there a problem between the Mampusi and Kusasi? 2, is it true say NPP for about police station 0 pay? So what are they telling us? As some Brian can. The man has said nothing wrong. There's a compounded problem between the Kusasi and the Mampusi people. Realistically, it is true. Maybe they did a political party. So if you have a product, what about product? You wouldn't mean found other jurisdiction to go and sell the product. No, we bet me this our product for now. Product now coming from the same company. Eddie Akobe Biasa Yentwa. Sa product and down Sani Pane, but me the Akobe down farmer.
About your Dr. Bawumia was say, okay, the votes are that but for just 30,000. I say just 30,000. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he doesn't follow politics. If you use the word just and when
that was the word he used. May say if you use the word just and when. But if you listen to Ken, now would see any wife in the year. Chabula Sisi, I'm telling you, would see someone walking very mature, the all trances you could see the name of all kind of so one for so. Now we have more car fast and look at the way she was able to say it. Now can they compare quite Japan? Prior to the 2024 NPP internal elections, never can it.
Yeah.
It was visibility will be able to say never active campaign for his father. People say never would be the baby campaign and then the bush and Edian you never say your band. Obia old Timmy should go and listen to what the woman say. Or Coco Xiao or Boguano or Shio no Mudinko. And then they come to her. Sunday we own Lassisi. My dear woman, how can the vice president tell me, say, wanted that, say, will be quack so? Hey, and if you look at Mammy Christian in Japan, name someone Orca. Boy, I sent me. That is what I was saying, say, what's one can maintain. Boy, I sent you by the Cassani. Naponia sent me. Napo, Onya sent me.
And how was castle?
As a man, okay.
And not the video via.
Hey, and may I say, or I said, there be a
video via. Then the poor Babu could teach him. Oh, I saw
they said what that motivational speaker in the heat of the campaign and Albert Tenson. In the heat of the campaign, that is where you see people coming out to register their displeasure. People coming out to point the NPP and telling them the reality. Say no, I did my. Now, if you look at the air cost, and then NPP for the more people make my winning power.
Yeah.
If you have candidates, whereby you can sell these candidates to wrestle power and capture power, what are you sitting there for?
So, Kusas, what we catch yourself. Who MP, you better Obama.
We are quite Bawumia. We are quite on kind. Me say NPP constituency chairman. A campaign was a binduri.
Yeah.
And me catch up the Montreal farmer MP, Montreal farmer Mahmoud Bawumia.
Honorable can say, or but at the near my year one at the investors about near the your money, UN, Brofoka. Now, Bawumia can't brofo UN, and the other day, where vice or call UN or elections, or buy no the dollar could do same, or buy no bay e-levy bill. Or buy no pay a betting tax. The Bawumia or ya be concern, seb or ya rotten cassava. Bawumia rotten cassava. I don't know about my Damagana. I'm also so. Bawumia don't about my attaching a year or time I need bread and 1 year by ye and a young MPP in penny for ya. Dr. Bawumia Obeku account for more MPP anymore. Set Kende Japan, I yen so by or when certain people who can overferry and because of Bawumia. O cost what your 9 MPs almost support Bawumia. Account for politicians or only good manimas. Your say Chairman Sabusu. Bawumia ye dinner tem, Chama wound to me, Bawumia ye dinner tem, Abronya, Bawumia wo Jimmy, Penny Jimmy for Abronya. Fede attaching so, baby a Jimmy go you. Now you could see, say, attaching do I or ye penny, Basabi and ye Jimmy, meaning diabema penny. Ebekwa akoka A wa ha na paninkwo na sa beka B e wa ha se bi eye Jimmy se
papa bi aka mi sese a na ne mokoto chacha na ye de papa ekosi United Nations samunu United Nations a oh awurade mmerem ne wi ase ye ya na ade no sa mba biemu a wo bete madafoka Ghana for Betty Madafoka. Ghana for Betty Uradi Yakupoma Penny or Kamadafoke. And what is that? Bawumia Kamadafoka. Oh, well, Mr. Ramo, Yan Chacha.
And that's show me dream say without UN, without World Bank, without IMF, Ghana enye. But Burkina Faso leader no Ibrahim Traore am yati asese without IMF the ometi match so man IMF emmo no bosia World Bank emmo no bosia but watimi atiti ni mo at the sky wo man e your money.
I've not paid too much attention, but I could tell you on top of my head that all those who specialize in insults, they will lose.
And they play role pano religion with a tribe and there. Aye Bawumia na oye mampusi na muni kusa for kono e na ma ne tribe na ba mu no but ne religion ne there masa akrisofo no omo so omonto anano honorable Samuel Atachia akọ kansem bi na all kansem no na Dr. Bawumia ete ho na me pese enko hwe Atachia video no
Papa bi aka mi sese a na ne mokoto chacha na ye de papa ekosi United Nations samuni mu United Nations a oh Awurade mmere mu ne wiase ye ya na ade ano san ba bie mu a wo beti madafoka Ghana for beti madafoka Ghana for beti Awurade Yakupon mampani na o ka madafoka and what is that Bawumia wa ka madafoka da oh Awurade Mr. Ramo yan to chacha
abushafo ahun say ye onipa bi e wo MPP mu omu fi say anya omu de enye aye omu a ankeye na Atachia eye otan anibre ahoye a baye na ye no because utie Atachia asem ahu ono abuken and call one school na ono che ono abuken history na ono abuken so achen economics to be cast the last MPP promise no Atachia kroya ba bontene abeka asem bi na me obi ti sa Atachia oye mranimni na MPP mpenifo ya hwe ya ho Dr. Bawumia obegu akafo mo MPP nyani mase se kende Japan ayi nyani so ba wen no oweni a certain people who can obefere because of Bawumia ukosoro ho a ye 9 MPs a omo support Bawumia apart from niti wumu de a omo koye na suma se a eba na ye de ba betu jana akanfo politicians omo na egu mani mase yo say chemensa bonsu Bawumia nti ye dinatem chama wuntumi Bawumia nti ye dinatem abronye Bawumia nti wo jimi peni jimi fo abronye hwede Atachia so baby a jimi akọ wie na kuzi na you could see say Atachia do ayen oye peni basabi enye jimi a menim de ebema peni ebekọ akoka a wa ha na peni nko na sa beka b e wa ha sabi eye jimi sab minni na temo ba ade na wo ye no you could see say sabi akula na be sa ade say eno na say eyensa ene wo say yensuo yanko Atachia video ni.
Would you want to play down on acerbic language, toxic language, insults, roll out your programs? Don't insult Kenneth Yohine Japan. Why are you insulting him? Don't insult Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Don't insult Brian Champon. But what you know to do best, let people know. And rein in your followers so that they don't misbehave.
But you should be, I'm glad you talked about Brian Champon. You should be concerned about the inflammatory language he uses.
Well, I've not paid too much attention, but I could tell you on top of my head that all those who specialize in insults, they will lose. What will romance the ground are your solid ideas.
It's not about
your track record, what you can do for them. I mean, what is the dividend in running down your neighbor so you get significance? You think you can...
Atachia say obi bia obedi kende Japan tembe obe lose. That is 2023. Obi bia obedi kende Japan tembe obe lose. Kwane kwaton ideas. Timibusa Atachia say o kan say wo abedi kende Japan ta na wo abe engage in politics of insult no obe lose no. Na nne already Bawumia chi na wo engage in politics of insult no. E kere Bawumia lose. Bawumia wa lose. Na Atachia enye nne ana wo ye saade no enye ne na atachia eye saade no che atachia apart from President Kufuor wadi na tem da no ochihene atachia agina baabi akasa wono kwa no ayeso obedi ochihene ade a wanya na sabi President Kufuor onua no wadi na tem ochihene ebedi akunwa no wose wono na nko ye the rightful owner wose kede ochihene ne ma no na da biara ho yesi akom ani nchiremu afa ne mate die ntia na Kufuor wodi atachia ekọ just one term because you could see say atachia when na Kufuor nua when they fit the same area but na Kufuor a keep enipa ne bi 8 years frema paro ne twa 8 years hey ni tu onu twa 8 years woni kenofurata e twa 7 years enipa bi onu twa 8 years MMDCs Ashanti Regional Minister onu twa 8 years but adenti ana atachia nanado ewo no si nche oye ni papa ensam keka ensam ahuhia keka ana atachia eka na mebusa Dr. Bawumia and the campaigners say who say MPP delegates o machia fa akwa apart from those who live around the constituency center obi ofiri akiri bai bia the car and the kofa ne bai so Bawumia boa doma no say just come and say this to them motherfucker one fucker enti edom na delegates o moto no asa that time delegate no ni adwumaye no kire de Bawumia ba obeye mo nya adwumaye no motherfucker be ma na adwumaye papa fucker ma na adwumaye na mebusa atachia yere se maami wona ni die kwan so o ware lawyer na so ware comedian atachia mba wona ni die kwan so mo papa no mo hu ni se as a lawyer anase mo hu ni se as a comedian atachia nam a wo parere no so o lawyer no me hu landmark case ya eye case papa atachia di akire da just arm robbers go atachia defend no o sora wo so o criminologist atachia arm robbers and atachia e defend no so almost atachia afa na ya opportunity say o lawyer or court arm robbers because of a cheap thing and your court na say amfa na go tuma no say obeka bi na ma o and arm robbers and atachia e defend no atachia e meche case ya wo di achi o court so a case ya MPP case say delegate bi na case party and ni bi na case na atachia di achi onu ani bottom arm robbers criminals atachia defend no and such a character ba choose candidate e di amaye na me busa Dr. Bawumia say wote wona waye ohun se won kasa so home na ko fa atachia am so medike na Japan atem o say say menhwe obi hu na nto abantia me Bawumia ye behwe atachia ni ato abantia delegates behwe de wo de atachia abronye ye no mato abantia Bawumia ni students no ba ku na atachia abronye ana koka akwa na asa asramche ne nkura be ma me ampa aduaye ni tika krakasa hippopotamus ti no jimini no Bawumia students no hwe Bawumia school na wate no atachia abronye koka golden da sebre kromfo na obewi asika wa ahye fam these are Bawumia students ya okwa onu omo tenase e kire omo munko di atam munko yese eba meka se menka ho and people see Bawumia say oh himself he died insult but he's behind those who are insulting in the Japan simple as ABCD so yes say one will be a ochiri nanka ye ne kwanse no anam atachia e kansemfo na Bawumia te ho owi one Bawumia e di asa Bawumia me say oye snake under grass Bawumia ho oyi obi a onkasa enso ohom ejetui kasa boni bia koso MPP ne Bawumia ne hu bi ade wo di atem wa ba be fa kwati kwan so nya sika wia ha Bawumia mo nkyira me adwuma Bawumia ba aban mu a waya Bawumia nya sika sei sika wia ha haftel omo se ene Bawumia de yankas haftel Bawumia de o ba se omo nya access omo be intermediate no ma jeje sika no on behalf of ECG Bawumia himself made away more than $1 million, $100 million. Musa Dr. Bawumia say, "Hapten yankata ne dia oni o, but say omunya access, say omu na be intermediate, Ajiji sika Ediama ECG. Bawumia got more than $100 million. Aya facts. Obianko check it. Sana Bawumia ko fa PDS. Se omo ba beto ECG no mu ni kape. Mumu sa Bawumia se PDS sika se no nyaye. Osara se mabesom party ma nyahwe. Wona kata Bawumia nyahwe. Wana kata Bawumia nyahwe. Se Bawumia ba MP wa nyahwe. Enya sika na wana mes splash good delegates no okowie sika no. Because Bawumia ba party wan fa hwe ama. Ne nsa du ne na du. Blank Cruiser obi ne toma no. Bawumia was being paid by Obi. Dr. Keke Sapom no mutua Bawumia ka. Monthly as a running mate. And then we said Dr. Bawumia sikana any fear what on a Tinga Jansi, the one at Tamal Airport, na other a Japan, Bawumia never. The most I must say the contract na Edamaki in the Japan. It is a Bawumia and ya contract why not your Bamudia, and then the second Okuria. And was Freddie Biama attached, I must say 7 penny for or Mumra. Now I can form when people. Most shall be doing so. Bawumia Gumani Masu. Mother said, Sa Kwanda Empini. Waka wasem. Wo ye no say. Mother said Samuel Bujna po aye no say. Mother said Mohammed Amin Adams aye no say. MP so me same for na say Bawumia e be president according to Google na say they are projecting their own kind. Say Bawumia e be president I can for mo di Bawumia chi mo nya foko. Now we are no question ministry ho. Na say same for na take control dey na be. Jella na na do dey kanu for ata be share ho a nya ye ni manfo a no mo ye ministers but people are no mo ye achimfo no mo control ministers no. Semunima enu bi na Bawumia person oba beye and Bawumia pa beye worse than the mufisa president Kufuor aye no. She na mufisa dey na semfo na nya abre no. Edi no mani abre no. Edi enti no mani abre no. Mufisa o ma beye o mani ye. Omo say akamfo in the MPP asisi o ma che eye simple at ABCD. Eye simple. And you to wanna say officer Reverend Tim for you say ya promise education minister. You may get the ministry or the minister. You may get there as the minister, but you can't take any decision. Foko, it's informal control. You better chance I can form a demo there. And what share name of Moyana? I tell her they want to take over the party of the idea of pay. And I can form the chairman Sabon Sumu. Attach Yaman Nam, no moya domoye. Namibusa attach ya is a mammy. And two kunu. Or CSC and who say or co campaign about. The whole platform so kind. And to buy no man. You still see him as a man of integrity, man who is not being dictated, man or no antimi air control. No, now could you campaign sa motherfucker favor. Now delegates muntieme was say obi oko you and na nebubefu. And that's show me trim say without UN, without World Bank, without IMF. Ghana enyeji but Burkina Faso leader no Ibrahim Traoré am yati asese without IMF without World Bank without United Nations the ometima chichi omo man no because of ode cool na buy no United Nations and recognize no omo man akokasa ho IMF emo no bosia World Bank emo no bosia but watimi atiti ni mo e the sky wo man e yo man yi until yesu liberate you from IMF and the World Bank. Honorable Ken say oba e de niam ye wo no e de investors ba ne de aye o mani tie UN brofoka. Na Bawumia ko kan brofo UN e de na de aba. We vice okọ UN okọ elections. Oba no de dollar ko do 17 cedi. Oba no be ye e-levy bill. Oba no be ye betting tax. Ti Bawumia no oya be kronsa say oya rotten cassava. Bawumia rotten cassava. E de no bet my de magana am so. Bawumia de no bet my Ede obet maye. Enti mebusa delegates amoshe me say. Omo sorry omo de Bawumia ba no. Bawumia ko Ghana for him 2028 and then Mahama the dollar ne from 17 no e de aba 10 11. Che ye $5 from 4 cedi and e ko do 17. Mahama e de akọ 10 or 11. Say Mahama the dollar ko do 20 cedis ya. E ye from the 17 or de ko do 20. Say wa ya de che ye fa no 4. And could do 17 no. And to would me bo Bawumia na modern about now what did they say? Kufuor ban Kufuor down what the house or say me baba ye health insurance e dia ma obia na a manager so akwa free maternal care Kufuor came by campaign say exa pomden a na ye cash and carry unisi akowu no ahiafo no Kufuor so baba yi enu afiro ana Ghana fo gya to abama na nado e ba say Kufuor health insurance aba ya wo nkula obeye free education ama sabi tetena na esemfo nkwa ne ko school fee no asantefo ne ada accounts regions no etima ko school fee na nado buy wa ba be so adia na ke betima bo Bawumia sem so dollar na e fa the 4 cities so quote me ko 2 cities 3 cities na ma dollar ja 4 cities and ko the trump card e economy na nado de Bawumia but ordinary bad because of economy anya digital Bawumia onye IT expert onye IT Bawumia na nado employ him as an economist not as IT expert party delegates will get the right say Nana to employ Dr. Bawumia as economist, but not IT expert. So he cannot be saying, say, me a digital. And to say, all the Bawumia ko Ghana for anima, omo kind $17 cities. What the Bawumia ko Ghana for anima, omo kind betting tax, omo kind e-levy, they will vote against him. Now, Bushna for Hana no Kreno. We a delegate, me kind of crash. Opa memfa. Bawumia, what did you do? A Christopher beto atiani du me say Bawumia wo de ne kodu a Christopher beto atiani du he enye economy ne kwa na me to abaliti Bawumia nya 38.2 no enye economy ne kwa o religion she monko Bawumia home region na monko she reasons in tia a man apart from Walwale, the other 5 constituencies Bawumia lost to the MPP parliamentary candidate. Ebia unimo, but me say apart from Walwale, na Lelego, Bunkrugu, Yonyo Noson, Cherepone, Yagaba Kabore, Bawumia lost to the MPP parliamentary candidate apart from Walwale. And the reason they say he's a Muslim. The Christians, what the Bawumia do, or what do? We are Cremonia, don't be offended. I'm telling the gospel to me. I make say, me mama, nem papa, and Cremo for me Christian. Don't be offended. Oko Morocco, and Cremo for the doors, and Cremo for the president. Oko Iraq, and Cremo for the doors, and Cremo for the president. Oko Syria, Sani City. So Christo ni and dreaming want to become a president in Syria, Morocco, or Saudi Arabia. Oba Ghana, a Christo for a 71.3 and Cremo for a 19.9. So the Christians have taken a trend position and said, Omun Tiase, Bami kind of crunch, Ebia Mumpe, Bami kind of crunch. The Christian leaders are more money. They've met some Christian leaders outside the country. Oma kanche omo say. Oshe West Africa, aka Ghana, and Togo. And leaders no that's Christians. Omo makani Muslim have taken over. And omo say, Alasane Watara Urban wa de animude and the buyer say, Oba be trying the first 2 term no ko. Owe ono a extended the constitution no etwa ebiaka ho. Ana omo ba na omo time no so omo pese omo ko ogwa kan na bimu tie me se bimu e de tutu asem eba ana omo ka cha omo se yes na ye di agro amoma baba ye ka e wese no so please mo betimi amom fa mo nansi fom delegates I'm just being truthful to you enti mu di agro se omo taking a trend position no ye de ne kodu obaredu ba ye de ne kodu no oredu no na MPP and na suffer enu nti na Bawumia be gina ho a me ka cha na ado se me religion ni play ru a enka me contest bi me no yesa ayi wa adwena fi so because busa ne say adenti na ye call election ni ye lose a both the MPP the NDC they don't come to talk about tribal politics but this time the Bawumia na adwena say and survey na kwai religion tribal and play role and they play role pa no religion no with a tribal ne de Bawumia na oye mampusi na mo kusa afọ ọkọ no na ma ne tribal na ba mu no send ka mahama yesemuni ka be ka tribal but ade koso Bawumia no religion ade koso MPP Bawumia religion ne tribe no de bako for issue no ba no kanya major sa but ne religion ne de masa akrisofo no omo so omonto he ye ka no kra kire and 2 year delegate now ko you know say Korea so nya 38.2 ya de ne ko no nya 28 I don't blame us we giving you the hint one na wadwen say obekwa akuwu abusa for me din the Tribalistic maba na nsamo maka bia no me yi ano mako bi shara afo tene ho ye
me ne kasa to bi se
ho ni esi akwate
me bi gidi se I know say last week no mam okay e din komo last week ba me ne nkasa Shaibu na me adoma won say Friday and birthday
oh birthday
Friday ye na be Tuesday right Friday and birthday
oh
inti we dey be ye na se bia na meto nka
me bom paya mo
masampaya
e du ha me do be ko goguta
jai do ke kan yo pa bo ta mo ka
another me do ko atwa mountains
papa o ma maintain nka ma maintain birthday we dey
say birthday gift nem pa body na ope
gift ni me maintain ma bom empire na me no tie me empire boda da ndanya fe na o ba be
na me bom paya mo
nya empire bo ma miska na miska me nyi bale bela ji se bibia boko
be say yes say je achichide ne kokunu ne tutu no na achichide busa akoko se wati nti ahwefo
me die
franco ne mo kasa
birthday we do ma mi na mi ni birthday we die o ma mi ni na mi ni last year ndie man ti o
ba this is same no be do birthday ne die
o just atena mo aban
ne wa ban
da bi na mo yayi
flag bearer
flag bearer for the new patriotic party anyway but I see say bibia boko ya da Christo ase but now I want to make this kind of confession to you
okay
say last time I buy
yeah
though say I listened to the video of Ken wife but my incident tie Sunday no minim dey come in and much me say me go through my phone and I listened to the wife. I want to yes, I want to give you guys free advice.
Okay.
With a free consultation. Let's see. This woman should be an active campaigner for Ken ahead of 2024 so 2028 elections. Okay. Well, I've listened to a lot of people. Now the narrative is changing. Who's the first and go be quite for election? Sometimes they try to hide their family, they try to hide their wife. You don't see them. Now, Nipa Bakwa, she was able to unveil this kind of thing. Now, Nipa ni wife here or play active role, constructive role. When it comes to campaign, JJ Rollins' wife. Rollins. Go and see the kind of campaign she did for her husband. 1992, 1996. Now, if you look at the Banwa, even Jay Kofo wouldn't mean Casa in an imbebre. Wouldn't mean car would be but if you look at Mahmoud Bawumia's wife also played an instrumental role, but sometimes the role was negativity. Okay. The role that everyone played, it was negativity. People had issues with it. But if you listen to Ken, now who tie the wife ni ya? Tribalistic, I'm telling you, who tie someone walking very mature, the utterances you could see, and then some all kind of so one fast walk. Now we have some more fast and look at the way she was able to say it. Well, if you look at John Dramani Mama in the 2024 elections, those and wife here campaign the one, you could see his whole family coming into the picture to do campaign for him. Yeah. Sana ba da
the Sharaf was there.
Say Sharif was a Sharaf. Obian with the active role play, doing active campaign for his father. Make kind of video about papa come hey Sharaf, so you are also here. It means that papa cranny inside the banim po. Means that papa cranny. And now things are changing. Now first a man for the mabusu for no me didn't see you. Now Ghanaians told them. So there be almost some about say yeah campaign mamon to kwaba na ye aboye na mo magya hoko na Kenya compare kwa Japan prior to the 2024 MPP internal elections ne back in it yeah it was visibility obi ahun say ne ba ye active campaign for his father. People were saying this is a campaign this is a politician then ne back ho so omunya campaign me be si ne ma mudu me hu say the ba ye campaign and then abusu ani anan e dia na yire na be say your ben but I was shocked to the bone and to the marrow. Hey, Can wife? They didn't a Christian for see.
The Christian at Japan.
Christian and they say
Christian.
Maybe I'm a confused. I'm kind of for Christian. That's it. Let me Obi o tie me bia should go and listen to what the woman say. Okoko sia o no. Obogu no hie o no mudi nkom. And then they come to her. Sunday we all lasisi. My dream one minute. How can the vice president tell me say wanted that say we will be so? Hey, it came to me as said it ain't never kind. We be prat.
Yeah.
No, I be cast.
Because he part junior ban.
Was a man cross one thing, and it came to me as a surprise. But I have to take it on the cool note. And if you look at Mama Christian in Japan, name someone Orca.
What's the assembly can see on our work or any wife, no money Ghana.
Let's see.
Some buy
Obu
so that's never vice president house.
Obu Dabi Obu kwa or Bekwa with the silver sia cast. Oba Bramam Fuku.
Yeah.
Mamma say, Anka the F. Any say, Anka Mamma for an abus and paying for me see and crying museum. But I don't know Daniel Butu. Nyanko Pong calling him the oil. If they are waiting for so papa. Look at the way they well cultured, very mature, demeanor, the post. I say,
what's Antiniba?
I said, I don't work as I or I sent me ban. I don't want to go there.
The Indian make us to Santiniba and said, or say, it's you are Santi. And what ya Santia Mamre?
Any abacos,
and what's a cat said, Ghana, na by a woman a year, pa, a Santi. You do my year, I say, I hadn't come for a jazz and to be one we come so by a year or two. Into a Santiniba, winning a Santia Mamre. A sem to be a choir of us on the busu and a choir of us obekan sem. Intino, and of Santi a mampo.
Obusoya Santi Banicasa. Ah, Oboya Santi. That is what I was saying. Say, what's one coming to us? Oboya Santi Banicasani. Naponia Santi. Napo, Onya Santi.
And I was like,
as a man, okay.
And not the video be a.
Hey, and may I say, or I said, and
video be a. Then the put a babu could teach them. Oh, I saw
they said what that motivational speaker was. None about could be or motivate a man for come by. Yes,
you know, I guess
I want power and drewa. Eh, that is how life is. Life. That is why we call it position, no possession. Yeah. Eh, a position, in your possession. Position, you can lose position at any particular moment. So if you're dealing with someone, be extremely careful how you deal with the person.
Nipa say I send Yamiada. Now we don't can
Yamiada. As for me calculations. If you quite to be changing my papa. Hey, now no credit you be no problem. We bring calculation by 5,000 in Bible. I know no pressure no so. Pressure no
but to the extent of the sending Yamiada.
Oh, say on it you. Hey, Napon. Oh, there you I say yes, sir. Yes, I said, I said the two. And it could be the two. Oh, my sister, my mood by me when I signed on one banner to be running. Yeah, recipe. And the Abra would have the one or more catch up. Hey, it be like almost a sign. And now I do two cannot con. Only me, I do to be the running meet. That's how the two is contesting.
I said, so contestants are better.
No, see, yes, sir. When I have certain president, there's a certain kind of fear within you. Because you could you be able to say, oh, I dreams and nipper name. Eh, be crana me free one professor of this blessings in never nice of being a baba. Sani Paisu kita another intention or agenda to even be the flag bearer. One way as others will bring certain kind of friction. It brings confusion. Because one of him or other time I told my mayor running meet. Eh, be so I debo how ya me no nya you not carry he says me position net know. I'm trying to sabotage you this animal.
I will give away the Amono, I don't know when in your bed running with
now say, hey, now no me meet show no be me coffee, so how much meet here. And one person with a certain kind of statement say, hey, Ghana, who know our problem? Our problem is people doesn't want you to come out your objectivity. Oh, the NSA. Who want to say Canada when worry? Yeah. I also feel and think that there are a lot of work you guys have to do. The India makers say you guys, I'm for Philip makers say you guys are. It means I'm not part of the system. Yeah. But if I sit here, I speak as a guest and as a pandit. So I don't label myself with it. I can't say, Shai, we don't trust Franco. Now Franco has taken something from the other people. Oh. So I wanted to ask him, say, so the time I've always been preaching good about honorable Ken, do I take something?
No, say also the woman say, Bema, on board a Iraqman, will be auntie, on Fanon Conasiho. But now, but feels over the Iraqman, yeah, go for him. Decided it. But Franco, I never come a person as your four. Tito Momo Buchelti, as I said. A Santimantem, Can Japan campaign, a kui. All over the country, Can Japan campaign, a kui. So I want to be frail, say, oh, and I say, ya, Busan say, Honya, Uncle Hui, or Doken, or where we. Oh, Paisica will be what? Oh, yeah, and Naminia, and Winya, pay mammy. Now, for to say campaigning, Kuy, Yamoska, never ko ya no ka help be honest with you uka sa asem na na nipa omo ye adwuma no omo te sa asem na omo kwa ah dey ye no mu hu ana Frank
biefunu na menti ase
they said that mean you be friend from Abuchi ese shabu asante regi de hwe nkoso kan pe hwe nkoso na me tie omo friend kan asa na ke sika no mo
omo friend no
yes
oh okay
Franco here Joseph MP and then lawyer Kwabena Boate atie si say one dey okọ all out so be lusu ni seat wala kan na we ni a ope inshire so offense south by be that amoko obogui a lot of MPs in the Ashanti region constituency MP Chuma we just south share the constituency omo nyina ye omaduma but Franco MP tisi form ye adwuma e declare maken na say obete say the constituency adwuma bi ankoso a how would the person feel?
I'm getting from that kind of scenario.
And there's difference between say sa the chairman say bo sumu koye ya omo de ba ya omo ko kan ka say ye nto abama ba me won be to ko I me kan bro for kese no honorable team in the Ashanti region we've done that but we didn't go with cameras and to the chairman say bo sumu e de omo de aba it's free says adwuma bia no enkoso and the sa na number bia this election we are going in to win the election and strategy be said to come bia said be one can it is today or never and yes you won't say today we will win and we are working towards winning.
What's my okay? I'm going to pick it in between.
Yeah.
What say? Yes, you are doing the job. Yeah. Now they said you'll be here any moon say they come the enemy.
Oh me.
I get it. Maybe any panel I will not feel be can answer the children. Every is it can be an answer to be open. I know you guys are working. Me, I know. But you have to work as if there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I get it.
Say me masama make any. Every any panel quite reporter speech at your press worker. The reason why I'm always on you guys. And it's I don't want a reporter speech. I don't want you guys to come and tell me, say, and Abana Yatun Kobe, because one catch him some
yes.
You should go all out. Either you have to protect everything, you look at your strength and your weakness, you build upon it and go for it. That's it.
Franco.
Whether you like it or not, Ashanti region will be a determining factor for Canadian company.
And Ashanti region, you better lock him. Me see a better look Ashanti region.
Now, who cried the Nancy Pammy on there?
Franco, Mamma Chawadi.
I said, we are two of our confidence.
Franco,
yeah, mechanism necessary.
Yeah, look Ashanti region. Debut. Now, Franco, say a local Ashanti region now. Emma campaigning your demand cophobia. Kati is someone I'm
just say
for you to go and tell delegates say to Obama Bawumia. One a bit me call IMF. Acquire negotiation.
Election is like a boxing ring.
Yeah,
like you're in a boxing ring. You can come prepared. There can be one shot or knock, it will hit you down. You can wake up. What means sorry? The American can say. Anytime we are Jawindo Kakato.
Franco.
That's it. Don't be overconfident,
man. Don't
be overconfident.
About Franco. We. Me say, we. Franco here. What's that? Franco, I make a sense. What's that? Mama can't say me say. MP opinion this almost majority in Parliament. And was on the 7th of December, and they be the proper majority in Parliament. In the CN. And to me say, Franco, say we may say, Nyame boa on the 31st of January 2026. Gap between Kenya Japan and Bawumia. I bet the date of Mahamani Bawumia.
That's easy. Now come on, saying
Franco, me say, trust me. Sound me. Me a part of the campaign, both national, region, constituent, me come baby. And yes, so Franco, idea we
get a window and a door.
Franco, but me can't tell that bay and a beer bassa. Any sim beer or free a former back. I call it Bawumia, one team B from ABR Division 1 airborne manager. One year, may drop me key players, no, now whatever so. What the key players, Asher 14-0. This time I see any Bawumia contest with it. All the key players, cause you drop. You don't mean that bebo, then you be beating well. Miss that you mark no work, yeah? Now the amount for they are not getting the same. What the 2020 I can never know. Them can know a new entrance. What we did in the same, you printed t-shirt. You printed posters, flyover, and to end a campaign as a group of people who were not even delegates. Now, sorry, I so we are saying, just delegate. This time I say no. Can I call the dining room and your t-shirt and your posters, and you're meeting the delegates and selling a Japan message to them. So, who in social media say groups we say, I know just a human person. Bampese Ghana for Muti no more Bruche, or Abuche for the massa. Minumi say a doceno, Omco docenu. Now, I said, Omoka, Omotes asked them, and I shall no. Everything's under control. They all say Yibiano, yeah. Now, Franco, I dear chan, what is that way? MPA and on the Bawumia camp, where Jana was back and camp. Franco, may say, Yamian Kuye, na Yesu Samba. On the force, or no can TC for man, Franco, and I'll do.
May I like your confidence? Or confidence in I like it, that, but don't be overconfident. I like your confidence, but don't be overconfident. I like your confidence. I like the way you are saying, you are projecting, you are telling people to have faith, and say, Kida compare what your point is going to be. One man and I'm buying into what you are saying. So if you look at the gap between Kennedy and Mahmoud Bawumia, because they are two title contenders for now. Yeah. Kennedy ne Bawumia, Kennedy they never watching Bawumia.
Sure.
Yet. Now I'm the month of August.
Yeah.
In September, October, November, December, January. So 5 months from now, on the 31st of December, January, I wish you guys well.
You only expect one thing from me.
Mid-year.
And that's victory.
Yes.
Decisive.
So one man went, no, even if it to be huge or to not be huge, the whole day in the person met in Sekeja compare point is the flag bearer.
Sure.
But.
And for batting show.
Oh, that's it.
And for batting show, me say, Franco. What do you mean? Can I say and for batting show?
No.
Yeah, win every. Men pano ka the bat is a man win. No. Me say there be memoir kasa. Men pano ka catch him say bad man win and say yeah me to one and me say Franco. Obi enu wa. Yeah we are the near man style ko we are name or sama kwa me say stand na ko we are name. The last elections and near man anko ye. The ne o say ye ya nye ni ye. How are you overlap on people? This time we are not going to do that mistake. And people are more back on board. We are also making sure that yes, now genuinely they are coming to support and they have a good heart. And almost always say, baby, I do need it. Nipa when you bet me now what you to me. Franco, now idea you be a former MP said, Dr. Bawumia kuza for kaza monto abamano. And Franco first said, "Can we talk about that because asem?"
The me catch on say, "Me the bat in the bum." Okay. If you don't come and explain anything to me to convince me as the reason why we couldn't win the flag bearer.
I understand you.
If you don't bring any conditions. Don't tell me say no say everything is set. You are poised. You are ready for action. You are promising me as a brother. Say 31st of January. See
about 5 for the charity cry. How much about 5 Franco, Unim says, Siano, you were 10 cents of Banner Champon, and you were 16 cents of Dr. Bawumia. Nina, a relation of Nancy Banner Champon, assemble Hoka and say, Dr. Bawumia, he has issue with the Kusat for the moment ever presented Dr. Bawumia, Kusat for Tuabama, and Master Scale figure said, or for Nanado, or may we were able to give us some receipt from the Kusat Traditional Council. Now, assembly see, as a Dr. Bawumia, a play emotional blackmail. I said, oh, you see, no musicino, and my short chance there are much of my canon. These are brand as some not kind of, and they can, and nothing in the canon. Now 10 cents, so I label. I was a label, also plan on top of that corner. Aye, Melassis, there be a catch or say, I'm one pandit that doesn't belong in religious and tribal politics. But if you look at the structure, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has benefited from tribalism and religious. Mahmoud Bawumia, per his own statement, next what Kaikam said the reason why he became the running mate in another Danko Akufo one because he was a Muslim. Not competence.
Yeah, they didn't even check about it. Or say, or catching your income before what want to say. The reason why the NP opted to make him the running mate is because always.
Yeah.
And Sasa Okaino, he didn't say it once. He was consistent about the matter, but you be sharing your info, then he was able to get them and tell Muslim for said it's time for them to vote for their own to also be in government, whereby their own can also help you.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to tribalism, there are kind of a party about what they believe in tribal issues. NPP number one. Yeah. NPP. Ask yourself, why is the NPP always opting to go for a person who is coming from the northern part to be their running mate, whereby the flag bearer is coming from the southern part? Why? The only time the NPP deviated from their cardinal principle was 1996. Okay. Whereby that was Allegiance B, Alliance B, MIB flag bearer, J for flag bearer, aka by ye. And no crutch, the NPP says no. I'm mom. So they have to revert to where they came from. They have to follow their history, their religion, and make sure so make me a conquer. And the NPP went back to pick a reference Ali Muhammad. Now Ali Muhammad was also coming from the northern part. Now, if you look at Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Adia Bakona man for come and so Mahmoud Bawumia, what by way Kramonini Sebidi Robert Nyaye. The 2016 elections, go and listen to the same NPP people. They use religious and they use tribal issue. One, almost the reason why the NPP was able to capture a lot of votes in the northern part of Ghana, and Mahmoud Bawumia is hailing from the northern part of Ghana.
The influence, the factor.
Yes.
And they mean a lot of seats.
They said it.
But not President Akufo-Addo.
They said it. They are tossing me and so Kramuni. And if you look at Sankamu for Ayina, they believe in him. They have confidence in him. That is why they are going to vote for Rand Billion and Akufo-Addo. And the NPP in 2016 after winning, go and listen to their own words.
Yeah.
Mahmoud Bawumia boy Jumao, Mahmoud Bawumia so we see me.
When I just see to the Lambu see Bobona
an NPP for na come on. And at that time, it was going into the favor of Mahmoud Bawumia. Say there was nothing wrong with it. See, that time, that material moment, he was enjoying it. And so Osi enjoy, he was happy. And if you look at Mahmoud Bawumia, the same neighbor, where Kramoni, what man your voice, baby, your mind, and Sanomano, at that material moment, the camp of Mahmoud Bawumia, they were happy. Now, if you look at the internal premise of the NPP, I'm going to catch you say, if you go to the northern part, I'm not going to campaign. Okay.
Yeah.
Almost a can win me. Reason here, they reason is say slim forward from one castle crumbs. That is what they said. I want to ask, is it a tribal politics or not?
It was.
But at that time, it was benefiting one particular man. The system was for him. So they were cool with it and says, are you not surprised? See, it me quite next time baby, Mahmoud Bawumia 100%.
Yeah.
Mewa
MPP internal contest.
MPP internal contest. Yes, or home free into a 2 abadiama. At that time, it went to the benefit. He was happy with it.
Yeah.
People didn't talk about it. Now, Uti Asama Brain a champ wakana. Now, Ghana on yem pen. No, but Bawumia no rather born him.
Yeah,
Tio, Mimitia, Miminyanka Bruni.
Yeah,
Miminyanka Bruni. The crack.
South America, and I Prince Charles now.
Canada, whole baby.
Yeah.
And I have a panel on mask, and it's uncle.
Another big gate.
It's Kawam who say Tam. Maybe by yet a person being but Nyanko Ponyan Simon. Nyanko Ponza Brav Ghana. Ghana Fiatu.
Yeah.
Natabu no won't free one who free watro. Uma me be free when Chinaba. Me no be among grateful. Me ye Ghana ni ya bunya me jitum say bunu bi wa onye bunya o ye lupin o mi ka so onye lupin dabi. I'm always thankful and grateful to God.
But you're free.
Obadi am free. E be Nyanko pon person of farm so. It means changing the lifestyle and issues are air cost. So I'm a proud Bono person.
Yes.
And to me, I am a force on Yanko Ponso and free book. Yamina Cassanim didn't insist you know, a free book.
Sure.
Mahmoud Bawumia, whether he like it or not, he's a victim of circumstances. Whether he like it or not, or you're a victim of maybe another and Crawford air cool or Bokui. Cosas name and pussy. Obiani wo tiase se obi na catch him say he knows the right history obiani wo unza
me akoro start be about me akwa
do mo tinya reporter speech ya and na wona na bi na be ka jo say wona na we na we na ku no na asase ni we de do mo kanya reporter speech and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia whether he like it or not and any person will fit the northern part of Ghana and any person so ye mamprusi ni
yeah
and any person mamprusi for na kosase for be nyantokwa and any person be kwa akotwa ba na bia ba bia eye kusase area ro obenya 00 ebe MPP wo polling station executives wo eye makoma 5 no nya 0 but the reality is per the history it is not favoring him.
Yeah,
per the history is not favoring him. Now let's go back into archives.
Yeah,
now if you look at the time J.A. Kufuor Nana de Danko Akufo-Addo who hails from the southern part went into contest, and if you look at the northern part and kusase ni mamprusi na even the NPP didn't get 0.
Yeah.
The NPP, they didn't get 0 in polling stations. So it tells you, say, a normal air course, it has moved from tribalism, now it has become war between people.
Yeah.
Fair, when I was already a tribal issue.
Tribal conflict.
But now, people are killing people.
Yeah.
Who are why I say a Bobby to a prison?
I cannot travel but Kumasi.
I'm a boy, he'll be great to I'm a prepare, I'm Bobby to, so you don't joke with it. The reality is, over a friend Mahmoud Bami, I am power, they have issues with the Kosasi people. For the first time in the history of the NPP, they go to elections, polling station, they got 0.
But Frank, is it because of say who sat the phone yes someone to Abama MPP and Bawumia no to Abama?
Yet, say, I know so if you what I say, a chairman of a constituency in the northern part of Ghana was doing campaign, was telling the people to vote for the parliamentary candidate, but they should not vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
MPP chairman.
Are we have it?
Yeah.
We have that kind of
That's been doing.
He was spot on point blank. He said, say, or catch or muscle or strong. About one the member of parliament, Omuntuma MPP. Demum presidential the moment to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
So it wasn't about the MP, but it was about Bawumia.
The product, you look at where the product is coming from. The product is coming from a certain kind of geographical hemisphere whereby they have problems. Mahmoud Bawumia can be a good person. Mahmoud Bawumia can be the best economist. Mahmoud Bawumia can be the best there and there. But the problem is, if you look at my origin, Babia Ofria Urbana, they are having a big time problem. And that big time problem has moved from politics to other circles. And if you look at the Akoswa, Asama Branch Champion kind, Adeba Kwame Depan is not coming from Japan camp. Oh, there be some Makasa Modi. Now there be almost why you want to create problem, you want to create confusion in Sarama. I've listened to Brian critically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian can't say money. They are not being fair to the man. They are not being. Brian didn't attack the personality of Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay. But he attacked the issue.
He attacked the issue. He didn't attack the personality. As some of Brian can say, one, is there a problem between the Mampusi and Kusasi?
Yes.
Two, is it true that NPP talk about police station with 0 pay?
Okay.
So what are they telling us? As some of Brian can. The man has said nothing wrong. There's a compounded problem between the Kosasi and the Mampusi people. Realistically, it is true.
But also, Kasana or can't delegate someone to Abamba because of Mampusi.
Maybe they did a political party.
Yeah, the
So if you have a product, what about product? You wouldn't mean found other jurisdiction to go and sell the product. No, we bet this our product for now. Product now coming from the same company. Edia Kobe Bias Yentwa. Sa product and down Sani Pane, but need the Akobe down farmer.
But Dr. Bawumia was say, okay, the votes are that but for just 30,000. I say just 30,000.
And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he doesn't follow politics. If you use the word just and where
that was the way he used.
May say if you use the word just and who he should go and check 2008. John Evans Atamas used less than 30,000 to be the president of the person can do in an electionary time. He doesn't know.
But there's a kusa at the foreign hard. Why don't we say form of vote? Maybe a young campaign in the other part of the country now. Young Courtney and live on just
Mahmoud Bawumia out of the 6 regions in the northern part we near 1.
5 regions.
5 regions or we near 1. Don't joke with it. It's not a good and refreshing news for the new patriotic party. Who jai him for?
I say I can't also muntie.
Who jai him for?
Now president.
Who's jai? Now president is it a bona fide property and now buy price also any amount. That is why we go to elections. For people to come out and say we have confidence or we don't have confidence in you, then we are voting for you. Me say, Asama Brian Kai. What is wrong with what Brian said? Brian didn't attack the personality or the persona of Mahmoud Bawumia. Asama Kai Tina said, and yet, one name is a man pushing because for no problem. Why should the name say that is affecting the new patriotic party? Still, because Mahmoud Bawumia is a man pussy person who was a flag bearer for the MPP.
But Bawumia said, time I know defend the party no court or lectures a man who's a man pussy.
Mahmoud Bawumia you know why? Mahmoud Bawumia wanted to be the vice president of the Republic of Ghana. And I was saying, normally, because someone calls you a battery. And you can be a defender and over making sure you can defend MPP my rest of power and power. When I say pink sheet in our hot pink sheet, now what no man I say one name conquer now that can move. You want to occupy the second highest office in the land. And I will say as some now to be to one casa and the duress. This item will be no casa, no person want to put that can say you and I were not there. One and all person casa.
Oil lectures oil lectures
that lectures also benefited him. When he was Amisata, then that also career, then Amisata don't also young fancy. I will be fair to him. Amisata said 170 questions in relation to the economy. 170 questions in relation to the economy. Nasan work can there. And the same with my work of fast and division so by running mate at that material moment to say I was the vice president. The time I did man so yesterday, whereby I want to be the vice president. Said no, you was happy.
Yeah.
No, you're happy. He was happy. If you listen to Brian Champo, he nailed it. That's what can I know. That's what can I. He didn't insult the person.
But a man for blasted Brian Champo or enjoying the tribal politics.
Tribal politics needed. Tribal politics anything. Not some now can. Was it this is the product that we have it? Some product we and this our company we will problem. And the same product you cost our company for we want to farm. The same product with your company, yet the cost our company will not be ready. So why don't we go with this candidate?
Now, is it that Dr. Bawumia campaign or me intolerance? Okay, say Ken can see me and automatically they label 10 things against you. And then some must label 10 things.
Me say, let's see. If free the 4th September,
yeah,
with a Monte View. Said I'm a catcher. Me say we elementary stages Monte View. In the heat of the campaign, and I'll be tense. In the heat of the campaign, that is where you see people coming out to register their displeasure. People coming out to point the NPP and telling them the reality. Say no, I did when am I? Now, if you look at the Equasunya, and then NPP for the more painful bit my winning power.
Yeah.
If you have candidates, whereby you can sell these candidates to wrestle power and capture power, what are you sitting there for? That is what I'm saying. Me say, Obianim Babian. Obianim said, do say I'm a journalist, but Obianim come and say, I have one godfather who happens to be Kenya complex. Baby, my brother, do piano or play instrumental role. It doesn't necessarily mean say or cast in the I also have my right to also criticize him constructively or say I agree or disagree with him.
Yeah.
Whereby I'm able to attack the issue, I'm not attacking his personality. Listen to Brian Champo as some kind. Brian never attacked the persona or the personality of Mahmoud Bawumia. No. He attacked the issue by saying himself, you're a victim of circumstances. Reality must be told. It is true, he's a victim of circumstances. Sana sanity. But you see one thing. Or the 2 million. Almost a Brian so come in my MPP position. And I want to tell you. Almost the 10 cents of Brian Champo. Only a chuma jinsi. The chuma jinsi is the first time you move from the 10 cents of Kenya compare with the pump. But this one, it has given me an open mindset. So much the 10 cents of Kenya compare with the pump was coming from Bawumia camp. First one, you name your tray. Agree.
Yeah.
But the 10 cents of Brian Champo because they feel and think that he has stuck the office of Mahmoud Bawumia, so we should go after him. One, I'm saying Brian Champo saying no, what person to die in this
hotel, and man did it. And you say, party for part. Ayawa so was wrong. You say brand and a share chili. And I say party, I dare say brand here, I'm benefiting. I got a can here charging for treating a benefit here. It became a sin.
Yes.
But another brand, Ayawa so important. MPP that winning you benefited, but almost a sin again.
Open go for about quas or money, almost intolerant patch. I bless you. Sango for you so more come. Bawumia camp. As or come as some crabby alasisi, then they are coming after you. Whether they look at objectivity or they will not look at objectivity or what you are saying. 10 cents of Brian Champo. Mastermind behind the Ayawaso electoral violence. Orchestrated a Dubois removal through Anas. Instigated Ken must go agenda to weaken government. Attempted illegal acquisition of snake hotels. Sadly, they are not even being fair to him.
Yeah.
They're not even being fair to Brian. Are they? Illegal acquisition.
Yeah.
Illegal acquisition. What do I mean by wait? I would say plotted of the removal of Kandapa from Kandapa from office. Engineer Kandapa
Sex video. Video via pajama.
Papa Paimu now 10 360 of a 360 no. And no Papa when the council
brand for share chima abaya the answer.
Poured rice and fertilizers meant for MPs before the election. Yeah. Namuki tagging Papa. Muki tagging Papa. They been saying my and a bruising and trouble. If you know you have worked. Yeah. I hold them in the yard or do you? Because Ghanaians uncommonly by a crank, a before I'm asking up to more credit. Charles is almost with health funds allocated for general election. No, I charge of the MPP. Why charge of the MPP? Oh, I did how, only money. If you look at Nipa Bakwa, you have shown a lot of sacrifice for Mahmoud Bawumia. This man is bad. Young cannot quit.
Bawumia, dear, so 10 cents of Bawumia, almost say 10 cents of Bawumia. Because I say, 10 cents of Bawumia. Mastermind behind the and scheming of an illegitimate chief in Boko.
That's a person can be cry.
And also secret sponsored his NDC in law Abu Ramadan against MPP candidate Bawumia Samuel in Adenda constituency. Was it entered the MPP with only 3-bedroom house, but now owns over 50 mansions, illegally demolished the mansion of a party financier, also in collusion with the Samira grabbed government lands and government land at Cantonment and Laboni, supervised the depreciation of the city from 4 cities against $1 to 17. Mr. Franco,
Me say,
and almost answered about illegal illegal transfer of ammunition to Boko. And Franco, these are ensema Bawumia camp at the Akko Brian. Not Brian come at the Akko. Some say, and you'll be a new master. And a mere the year campaign tiawa. And net what will come on so can be said, whoop, and I'll dear true call Boko. One now, ma, it could see counter chief to call Boko. Say, you could Bawumia. Not ND for boss article. Bawumia come on, start here, my brand with the return fire. Like this, Uncle.
The parts of when you have very pass, they want to capture power. They should be able to deal with the differences, their fashions and camps. Look into the eyes of people and tell them the reality is seen as a better. Me, Sabra, you know me well. Sabra, I can't some phone calls. Say, wait the minute, I'll go after the matter and explain it. Not some work from where I sit. I see nothing wrong with what Brian said. One, on no campus, I cry child about mama. Also, you're victim of circumstances.
Obi a could over 2 Janimukra.
Obi and Kobe Tum, fear Tum Sumina.
A frankly, MPP at the kind of Kranyana. Because in 2016, part in Pedro who said with Foku and the Quabraja Japan, the MPP cannot see power. National Council, Equatnas, a suspended Omo. Ama MPP 18. Say indeed, and an occurrence. Bawumia influence ma MPP called it 0. Ama see your upper is in our koya. Bawumia is not bigger than the party. Even if we can't advise him to step aside, if someone should make a statement here, why do we see it as it's an attack and as a tribal politics?
If you have a party that is made up of about 70% hypocritical people, that is how the party will be. Or more money are they are defending Bawumia. They know so what Brian said it is true. Brian never insulted the man. Brian was spot on. He nailed it. He said the truth. And when they were doing campaign, he also went there to do campaign. But I want to show you something.
But yeah, frankly, when him say, MPs who should know best. Nipa ba come here much disappointed him. Particular thing. I mention of it. Was say, and somewhere in a day, Rwanda genocide by between
Rwanda genocide.
I somewhere Brian can fight genocide.
Meba, don't be disappointed. Nadam for any kind. Consequently, Nadam for
or say. Even in my constituency, the Kusasi community told me, we will not we will vote for you, but not for Dr. Bawumia and his offense, his only offense of being a man pussy. We say, MP no. Kwaku, I can't see the Efija.
Yes, this is already yes, Efija Efija North MP. In making this kind of statement, or you know a deputy minister for energy. Papa,
Austin,
no a deputy minister for energy.
See, the Kusas what you catch yourself. Who MP? You better Obama.
We are quite we are quite on country. Papa, on me say NPP constituency chairman. A year campaign was a binduri.
Yeah.
And me catch up some one trouble farmer MP, one trouble farmer Mahmoud Bawumia. It is a brand being an echo a victim of circumstances. And the man born in a brand.
What kind of cray?
No one has Brian said that is bad.
But Frank, first MPP now, and Kadiama MPP recorded 0 in the Boko enclaves, and they will look for.
Yes, they will look for.
Haven't found it. Who said, what can we do?
Yes, they will look for. They know. What can they will look for as a meaning? They know the problem, but offering solutions to the problem is a problem again. They know. So Mahmoud Bawumia on the neck this and that and that and and 2% what you say, 4% what you say. And the MPP for choir research, choir investigations, it didn't appear on their table. So this is one of the problems that took the NDP to position. They know, but sometimes they want to play easy. And then Brian, me, I don't know Brian. He's not my friend. I don't know him from Adam. But if they may catch us assemble, you look at the merits and demerits of the matter. Asamana Brian, is it true? Mahmoud Bawumia, the performance rate against Kofoni Akufuado, this northern part, especially by being man pushing Kusasa for no. If you look at these 3 people, then another one they was there in a really. These are the kind of things that we are talking about. What has mind that?
But Frank Unim said, that means the second largest ethnic group in the northern region, yes, so only 1.2 1.29 million, 1.2 million.
Mhm.
So Franco, you say Okowa, according to research, actually said this man for the Joshua Pui was say a nipper to 729,000 from a kusad for or side in Boko or more to 2.5 for Santene other place AD Pano. O do make come a 1.2 million. To mean o president Dr. Bawumia already only 1.2 million.
No Adam Phoebe, this way MP. Okay. I have a side. And I don't got a shanty. He told me point blank. Send him call for a castle on the trouble man. Because that's for a castle, and I'm pushing for a castle on the trouble or no MP. Or more trouble for Bawumia.
Would a some way, Tepa MP, Nanajima, former Nadmodata, or catch up for Yando, our Mekle. Nami Johnny said, no, or say, Okoshia Zongo for now. Almost say, would you ever trouble about me, the young trouble man? And these MPs, Omun inside you very well. It's for you to sit up with the party, sit the party down there. This is the problem I encounter in our form. They are quiet.
Brian Kai will be answered, so could be an baby. Brian Kai. And will be answered, so could be an but then they say it is not coming from your camp. And if it is coming, Omokaso, Unkofowe, division, this unity, they want to create problem. This one is not coming from the quarters of Kenya compared with Japan camp. So I want to ask, is Brian also a problematic figure? Is Brian also want to bring division, disunity in the party just because he has nailed it, he has said the truth? Is Brian a Judas Iscariot? Is Brian trying to destabilize the party? Is Brian trying to weaken the party? These are the kind of questions I'm asking them.
I will share for the day the Franco the hater, Medin the Tribalistic fast that Emma Austin, and also Nana Kibia about the side. I don't know if you somebody be shut up.